Hello everyone, welcome to another LEGO Star Wars Premium Custom Review. I am Nico and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Minifigs4U Star Wars Premium Custom Commander Thorn. Now, this review is going to be the last review I am going to do for this line of Minifigs4U Star Wars Premium Customs. However, there is a new line of premium customs that have just been released, and I will do my best to get that line reviewed and out on the main channel as soon as possible. But now let's get on to the review of this very unique custom here. Now, I can't really give you guys a backstory on Commander Thorn. Not that many people can give you a backstory on Commander Thorn, because Commander Thorn really wasn't documented that well. We haven't really seen Commander Thorn in action. However, he has pretty much been seen only in the early Season 5 Star Wars The Clone Wars trailers, and was very well anticipated to have been in an episode during Season 5. However, as we all know, the Star Wars The Clone Wars seasons have already been concluded, and we did not see Commander Thorn at all. So, just like before when the trailers first came out for Season 5, we have no idea who Commander Thorn is, what legion is he representing, and what planet he was battling on. All we know is his armor design, and what I believe he was making a last stand against a bunch of commando droids. So, as you can see here, I don't have that many weapons like I usually do for this premium custom, unlike the other Minifigs4U premium customs that I reviewed in the past. So, this review might be a little bit shorter than the others, just because, I know little about the backstory behind this clone, and I have little weapons to show for him. So let's get started here. First of all, guys, I find it really nice that I have another Minifigs4U clone that came with a visor. Last Minifigs4U clone that I reviewed with a visor like this was Commander Cody, and actually he was the very first premium custom clone that I ever reviewed back when the XX Misery XX09 channel was still running. So I thought it was nice to bring back a little bit of the old texture. But that's one thing that made Commander Thorn so unique, was that he had this significant dark bluish gray visor, and the rest of his armor was entirely red. Now, you might assume that he was part of the Coruscant Guard, or maybe even Commander Gonch's Legion from Season 1 or Season 2. I believe it was Season 2 when we saw Commander Gonch. But we don't exactly know what legion he's from. You can see the nice little detail that Arealight put into his helmet. They did a lot of nice detail here on the front of the helmet. No misprints on this helmet that I can recognize. You can see the unique, what looks to be like wing markings on the side of his, on both sides of his helmet, right next to the fin. You might find that really unique. The indentations on the back of his helmet are really darker than a lot of the... Actually, these are just about as dark as every other clone that has had these dark markings on their helmets, such as Commander Cody. This is an Arealight helmet again, so there is that little gap in there for the black head, and this did come with a normal black head. So, that is it for that. As I said earlier in the review, he does happen to have what looks to be shock trooper resembling armor, and that's what I would kind of like to put him under the category of Coruscant Guard, but I'm not necessarily sure. But you can see, by the way the detail was put onto his body here, you can see the bottom of his legs have a lot of red on them. You can see his entire waistband, or not waistband, but his waist belt is red, as well as his two chest plate armor plates here, and he even has a little bit of this nice little marking on the top of his left chest plate. You can't necessarily tell what that is. I'm zooming in as close as I can, and I can't even tell what that marking is, but it is kind of like a blue like commander symbol there. You can see he has nice detail on the sidearms here and on his left arm as well. You can actually see that there is a unique kind of other marking on his left arm. I did not see that on any other custom clone that I've reviewed from Minifigs4U so far, so that's a unique touch. You got another one or the other clone just like Commander Bakara. By that I mean he's just rocking the Waistcape and not the pauldron. And you can see his Waistcape is also designed like Commander Bakara's. It's kind of a reverse, you know, because Commander Bakara, he had what was a dark red and then the black outline, you can see here, and you have on Commander Thorn a black Waistcape but with the red outline, a blood red outline. And just like the ARC Troopers, he actually does have back leg printing. You would kind of assume that if he has a lot of detail throughout here. And what made Commander Thorn so unique was that we only saw him in the trailer with a minigun, which actually looked to be more like a Z6 minigun, but we were provided with a little arm shot minigun, which I'm actually going to give you guys a very clear view of that in a moment. Alright guys, here is Thorn with his minigun. Now, in the trailer we saw that the minigun was fairly larger than the minigun that I was supplied with here with my Commander Thorn. His minigun, he actually nicknamed his minigun the Hammer from what I looked up on Wikipedia and from what I've heard from other people who've reviewed their own custom version of Commander Thorn, such as Michael MGF and a bunch of others. His backstory behind his creation, you know, from when the Clone Wars TV show writers made for him, basically his persona is supposed to be based off of the Avengers character, you know, Thor. You know, since his hammer is his primary weapon, and you know, hence his name Thorn. You know, it's kind of like Thor. You know, you just put the N at the end of it to change it, but really that was the overall basis of him. A little bit of the backstory behind him. And when I initially saw Commander Thorn on the Minifigs4U website, I did initially think, because of what I saw in the images of Commander Thorn, I was going to be receiving a Z6 minigun. However, I did receive a little arm shot minigun with him, and it's, you know, it's still compatible. It's still a minigun. You know, the barrel rotates 360 degrees. This is a little arm shot minigun, so it does have the adjustable top hilt here, so you can adjust the weapon. You can see right there the hilt can move a little bit. You can adjust it to be like that. I'm not exactly sure the adjustability of the Z6 minigun because I actually have not received that with the clone yet, but I'm anxious to. Thought I would have gotten it with this clone, but obviously I didn't. But yeah, so that is Thorn with this little arm shot minigun. Now I'm going to give you guys a look at him with the DC-15 rifle. Alright guys, so here is Thorn with a DC-15 rifle. Now, I know we only saw Thorn with the minigun, however, really I think it was nice that David actually did include the extra weapons, primarily the DC-15 and the DC-17 pistols. As you can tell, it doesn't look too bad on him. You know, I really don't think if you put a DC-15 rifle in the hands of any clone, whether if it's a commander or not, it wouldn't look bad. But, you know, I wouldn't say it's his best look for him, but you know, it was still nice. It was still a nice weapon addition to get, and overall, just looks really nice on him. Next, we have the DC-17 pistol. So here he is with the two DC-17 pistols that David provided me with as extra weapons for him. I wanted to just put the two DC-17 pistols I got with him on, just because I wanted to kind of show you guys what he looks like rocking the Captain Rex look by rocking the two DC-17s. and he doesn't look too bad either. Again, guys, we only see clones with 2 DC-17 pistols if they're commanders of some sort, just like Captain Rex, our Trooper 5s, and even, you know, Commander Jet, all the way back from Season 2. And as you can see, it doesn't look too bad on Thorn, just like the DC-15 rifle, but again, I wouldn't, you know, it's not his best fit for a weapon, you know? Just stick with leaving hammer on him, and I think that'll be good. So that was a look at the DC-17 rifles on him, and I'm going to get to my overall final thoughts. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on Commander Thorn. Again, just like Commander Bakara's review, I forgot to mention the price earlier in the video. My apologies once again, but I will be starting to do outlines for my reviews as far as what I'm going to talk about. Anyways, this figure is probably the most priciest figure of this particular Minifigs4U line at $32.50. Really, I'm not exactly sure why he was the most expensive. Probably because he was the most exclusive and we really didn't know too much about him. But, you know, again, he was one of the more exciting clones to have. And actually, I did receive the very last clone, Commander Thorn, on the Minifigs4U website. So this is the last one that got shipped out. But I'm pretty sure if we get a clearer backstory on Commander Thorn, which we might in some of the bonus content episodes that Dave Filoni and the Star Wars Clone Wars crew are going to release before completely cutting off the series. If we get more of a backstory on him during those bonus content episodes, you know, we'll know more about him. I think that's one of the main reasons why this review has been one of the shorter reviews that I've done. But again, I'm not exactly sure. I'm not keeping track of the minutes on this thing because it doesn't tell me. But yeah, overall, David did a really nice job. I think, you know, for not knowing too much about Commander Thorn and only having reference pictures and the Season 5 trailer to go off of as far as references for making him into a custom, I think David did an amazing job. I think Arealight did an amazing job with the helmet. No misprints on this helmet. You know, a lot of amazing detail. Kate Madness did a good job on the basic Waistcape as well. And the weapon selection was not too shabby, you know. Glad to have gotten the weapons that I did. Glad I didn't get an overflow of weapons that were unnecessary for him. And, you know, really great overall custom. Although I would have loved to have seen the Z6 minigun instead of the little arm shot minigun, the Z6 minigun by CloneArmyCustoms, that is, still an overall great custom. Overall, 5 out of 5. Really great clone to have. If he ends up making a return, which I highly doubt it because we don't know too much about him, but if he does, then I think he's a great custom. You know, you guys will definitely be pleased with him if you guys are able to receive him again. And for those of you who have received him already, you guys already know, probably a great custom. And, you know, just a great figure to have. So this is the last Minifigs4U review, Minifigs4U Star Corps Premium Custom review for this particular line of Minifigs4U Customs. And the next should be the review of the 501st Umbaran Troopers. The 501st the Umbaran 501st version Troopers. And I will see you guys in those reviews and possibly a bunch more weekly updates. So I'll see you guys next time. Please like, comment, and subscribe.